So basically this is their park deck. It has their park camber. So you can see the camber profile is a little flat-ish section in the middle right there, going to positive camber and positive camber. But it's fully connected. The tail and the nose are still touching while the base is flat. So it's pretty locked in. And then let's check out the flex. It has a pretty aggressive flex. It's like an aggressive medium flex, I would say. It also has carbon stringers and a wider waist width. So it has a 250 mil waist width along with a like medium aggressive flex. So I took this today. The conditions were pretty hard pack, slightly icy, a little variable off piste, and I took it off some medium jumps. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if it's because of my boot size being 7.5 or just like the board being slightly bigger than I need it to be, but this board felt a little mean to me. It felt about like medium fast to turn. It wasn't super quick to turn. It was a little difficult to get from edge to edge in harder snow. So I feel like this board in like a 142 would be ideal for me. The 149 is definitely too much board for me with my specs. That being said, if you are a mid-wide boot, if you have like a size 10 boot and you weigh more than I do, then it could probably work fine. You know, so it just depends on your specs for sure. I mean, it has a pretty aggressive positive camber on this. I mean, you can see the arc kind of in it, but it didn't feel super locked in. So it actually felt only semi-locked in. I was able to kind of pivot the board on a flat surface, you know, so if it fits your specs, it's probably gonna be a fairly playful, aggressive freestyle board. I took this off some medium-sized jumps, not too big, but like previous to the park, I was trying to ollie it on flat ground and I had a little bit of trouble getting the board to load and release for me. It took a lot of effort, but then when I was going off the jumps, the board kind of did the work for me. So it definitely has a ton of energy and a ton of pop. And like, I didn't even have to try to pop to get it in the air. If you're looking for a snappy board that's full of energy for freestyle riding, it could be a good choice for that. You know, it might be a lot of fun in the pipe if you have the specs that work with it. It's super stable at speeds, so it definitely has the stability for a pipe and the energy for a pipe run. I definitely feel like this is more for the advanced park rider, not the beginner, not learning. I feel like more of the high intermediate to advanced park rider, or if you're a park rider that likes bigger features, bigger drops and airs and jumps and stuff, could be good for that. So here's a look at the base as well. Like I said, it holds its speed well. It's pretty damp, definitely can ride fast and can charge hard. So yeah, cruising around the mountain, you know, it felt pretty good, but again, it was only medium fast to turn for me, so I wasn't able to have a whole lot of fun. Buttering was not that easy. I definitely like had to try really hard to get it off of the snow. I couldn't just go into a butter. I could do a tripod. Eventually I got the board to like to balance up here on the spoon, but just bending it was a ton of effort for me to be able to butter it. So I feel like, you know, this would be more ideal for a heavier weighted rider or a rider with a bigger boot size. But it has a ton of energy. It has those carbon stringers, so it's gonna be snappy and energetic. And if you are able to bend the board, you're gonna get a lot back from it. And like I said, if I was able to ride this in like a 142, I feel like my experience would be a little different. You know, 142 and a slightly smaller waist width, I feel like it would be a lot different for sure. So that is a look at the Chillum from Telos in a 149.